News at 10. Erratic power supply is one major concern for small and medium enterprises in Aba Market, a major market in Abia State. As a result, most of the vendors in the market have resorted to using generating sets. They're now asking the government to do more to improve the situation.
At a glance, you may not be wrong to conclude that this is a marketplace. Surprisingly, it's not just any marketplace, but a corporate plaza located in Aba, where several fashion designers make wares and other products. Without mincing words, some of these designers found here are graduates, and after a long wait for white-collar jobs, a bold step is now taken to start a tailoring profession. As good as it is, there's one big challenge facing their business: insufficient power, as most of them have to fall back on generating sets to run their businesses.
Generator and fuel reduces our products. Electricity can enhance performance because we use it with industrial machines, but with plants we use domestic machines.
If we can have lights, we can show more than 6 or 7 in a day.
In a couple of months or years to come, epileptic power supply will be a thing of the past. As the state government says, it's partnering with geometric power plants to provide electricity in the Aba metropolis.
To provide absolute reliable electricity 24/7 to Aba metropolis. When we talk about industries coming alive, those that are dead should come alive. Those that are already here should now grow. New ones will come. The whole idea is to support government in building up power in the country.
You are extending this power not only to Aba. Aba will benefit. It's going to Onitsha and Awka, and in future it will go beyond those areas. So we want to encourage you and thank you.
And this is good news. Indeed, a decision that makes these young entrepreneurs happy. Of course, if successfully implemented, business here will take a new turn for the better.
Business news now. Here's Adeshawa Josh. Adeshawa.
Well, thank you. It's good news first. Come September, federal civil servants will be paid 32 billion naira remuneration. This is according to the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, during a chat with journalists in Lagos. She also announced that over 70% of the funds released from the 2013 budget has been expended on capital projects.
Notwithstanding, the issues and the discussions with the National Assembly, we continue to implement the budget. We released over 600 billion naira for capital implementation. And I'm happy to say that almost 70% of that has been utilized to implement various capital projects within the economy. So that's not so bad. And we will continue to release money for capital projects, to the end of third quarter. We hope to soon release. Now, the National Assembly, we've been having a collaborative approach with them. And they've done the amendment of the budget, and we're looking at it as we speak. We got it just before they went on break. And that was intended to correct the issue of the salary payments, and I think they've done largely that. So I'm not as concerned about that as I was, because I think now with the amendment that has restored the 32 billion in salary payments, or 30 out of the 32, that the concerns I have been met. And I'm quite appreciative, because it means that, my fears that we might not be able to manage all this come September are taken care of.
Finance Minister Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. Lending rates at the interbank markets edged up to about 19.5% today from 14% on Monday. At its last Forex auction this week, the central bank sold about $521 million, while the Debt Management Office sold 70 billion naira worth in 3-year and 20-year bonds. Overnight placement closed at 19% from 14%, while cool money closed at 20% against the 14% it closed at on Monday. Traders expect rates to ease next week on the release of monthly budgetary allocations to government agencies. Now, the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries will this month reduce shipments exports by 190,000 barrels a day to about 23.7 million barrels a day as some refiners in the U.S. and Europe conduct seasonal maintenance. Nigeria's current export is about 1.84 million barrels per day, down 140,000 BPD from the 1.96 million barrels per day allocation given by OPEC countries as a country's export quota. This will increase by 10,000 barrels by September as Shell Petroleum Development Company joint venture plans to ship 4 cargoes of Bonny Light grade to the international market. However, shipments in the Middle East are expected to drop by 1.1% to about 17.3 million barrels a day. And now, trading on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange recorded a low as against its positive shoot yesterday, with the all-share index appreciating by 0.33%. Loretta Chiogo brings the details of what transpired at the markets today.
Hello and welcome to Stock Market Report. The bears returned to the Nigerian equities market today as it failed to sustain gains recorded in the previous session, pushing the all-share index back to the 36,000 psychological line. Now, the key benchmark index tumbled 0.33% to 36,986.93 points, while the market capitalization stood at 11.71 trillion naira. Livestock, Cutics and Paintcom led the 23 other percentage losers to emerge the day's top losers with losses under 10%. On the advancers list, AG11Ts gained the maximum 10% ahead of 24 other appreciators. Meanwhile, investors took keen interest in the shares of First Bank of Nigeria Holdings as it retained its #1 spot on the day's top volume driver. Now, when trading ended, volume came in at 272.14 million units, valued at 3.58 billion naira, and traded in over 4,000 deals. And that's Stock Market Report. I'm Loretta Chiogo.
The news at 10 continues shortly.